Hi, my name is Sheila Hill, and I'm an intuitive life coach and a spiritual guide. I'd like to talk to you today about the importance of connecting with the magical inner child. This is the version of your inner child before anything ever happened. So whether you had an idealistic experience as a child or a very traumatic childhood, we all have this aspect of our own inner child that represents everything that is magical and divine about us. When you think about children between the ages of birth and 5 years old, they are wholly in the present. They are an expression of love. They have no judgment of self or of others, and they are intrinsically happy almost all of the time. And this is the true, almost the truest, closest expression of the divine self as there can be in their human form. Now what happens is, around the ages between 5 and 7 years old, there is a neurological event, a developmental event within the growth of the child that begins the creation of the ego. The children begin to cue into various outward belief systems from schools, from peers, from parents. Things like basic examples of girls wear pink, they play tea parties, they play with dolls. They're sensitive, and boys are supposed to wear pants and not cry and play with trucks and be really rugged. So these become the basic core values of how the child then perceives the world to either accept them or not accept them. And this has happened to each and every one of us. It is a measure of how do I have to show up in order to feel loved, to feel validated, and to feel safe. And then if these are the rules that I see in society or through my parents or both, then this is what I must follow in order to receive those things. So then you grow up, you adult into today and who you are today. And those initial programmings that happened in childhood and the abandonment of the magical divine self show up in your adult life, staining your relationships and experiences from the perspective of it can look like lack of worthiness, lack of self-confidence, abandonment issues, the inability to create healthy boundaries. So those are just to name a few. So if you find that as an adult these are some of the things that you're struggling with, in actuality we can heal those parts of you through reconnecting you with your magical little. Now I keep referring to the inner child as the magical little because the work that I do when I do group work is just a reconnection with the magical little, and then tools and tips on how to stay in connection with that aspect of yourself, which speaks through your heart, which requires a lot of love, which means you are loving yourself even more every day, which is a beautiful part of this journey and something that is so necessary for all of us. It never requires, in the group setting, it never requires anyone to actually relive any of the trauma that perhaps has happened to them when they were a child. This is about connecting to the most healing essence of yourself and then moving forward. Now, should you watch this video and find that there is something within your childhood that does require more intensive healing, then that would be the one-on-one work, and that I can absolutely support you in from the spirit, mind, soul, body, spirit, and energetic alignments. We can work through that. But if you are looking to really heal from the root, from the core place where it all began as to why you have issues with worthiness, confidence, abandonment, and having healthy boundaries with others, then the connection, the healing piece of that really comes from reconnecting with the magical inner child that you abandoned a long, long time ago. So watch for my programs and more videos. Subscribe if you enjoyed this one. There's lots of content here. Join me in my Facebook community. Get in touch with me for one-on-one sessions. Blessings to you all, and happy connecting with your own inner child. Bye-bye.